Alright, we are back again, and let's continue on.
Leon! I got it! Louis!
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Louis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back. Louis! Louis!
Alright, we are not going to save there. And the first thing we're going to do before we help Ashley is we're going to go around and collect everything. Remember what I said before, another picture of Sadler. So there's more treasure for us. And there's Ashley, still stuck in that trap. You would have thought that if they were that concerned about her, they would have went and got her by now. But I guess maybe with a Luis Sarah and Leon and Ada all running around here, it might have made things a little bit more difficult. I don't know what that was. It looked to me like my red dot was on there, but
Talk about near-death experience.
did not seem to help at all.
Get out of there!
Alright. Now enemies spawn from the left side, so typically I will kind of move over to the right. That way when they do spawn, there will be some... Now I'm just trying to wait until I can find the third guy in this room. We're gonna go ahead and reload there. Now Ashley is gonna go check and see that the door is locked.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
So now more of these guys are gonna spawn in. So the first thing you want to do is you want to kill the big guy. And that is exactly what I meant. Those guys have those crossbows that come in over there, and they will hit you instantly, basically. Or they can potentially hit you instantly, and we want to avoid that. So now we enter the section of the game where we're basically unable to defend ourselves. But fortunately, we won't have to very much. Now you may be wondering why I did that, but basically what I want to do, instead of trying to fight both of these guys, is I want to lure them both in this room, close the gate on them, and now we don't have to worry about fighting either one of those guys or dealing with them or trying to throw these lanterns at them. As you can tell, that's a pretty simple solution. And we even managed to pick up everything at the same time. Now we're just going to turn these cranks. No pressure on us now. And this will allow us to move on to the next section. Because just as an FYI for you, if you miss one of your lamps, unless you can manage to hit one or hit two of them with one lamp after that, then you're not going to be able to kill them. At least kill them both. And as you notice, they kind of run after a second, so a lot of times what will happen is you'll go to grab it, and right when she goes to throw it, they charge right at you and cause you to miss. Stone tablet that we need. Our green herb. We're going to push this out of our way. Press the switch. Now we are on our merry little way. I'm going to make sure and grab our treasure out of here. Our treasure off of here. Bust in here like we own the place. And this puzzle that we're coming to now is actually a pretty simple puzzle. So basically all you want to do is move that piece to the middle, and now we're just going to kind of rotate everything around just like that in a clockwise fashion. Oh, I guess it would help if I put the tile in there. For whatever reason, I was thinking that it did it automatically once you arranged it correctly. Now we're going to come in and we're going to open this chest first to get our gold bangle, which if you recall was like 8,500 pesetas. Then take the Salazar family insignia, and then we're going to open the chest, and there's our second ornament. Now these guys are pretty well scripted just to go certain ways, so you can basically just run right by them. And now be careful for these guys standing that way, because they're going to take a whack at you. There will be 3 total, those 2, and there's going to be 1 guarding our exit. But, lucky for us, it's a pretty simple thing. Now we're going to exit. We're going to enter this room. Pick up a few more treasures. That's a little bit of ammo. Another note, just in case you want to read it. And for whatever reason did not know it was there. Now we will be using the insignia. I guess they give us a little reward for making it that far. We're going to go ahead and combine those now, that way we don't have to do it once we get back to Leon. And family reunion.
Leon!
Ashley! You did good.
I'm sorry if I was...
Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, let's move on.
And there's the end of that chapter. Once again, we are going to go ahead and forego the save. We're going to take care of a couple of things and then we'll save at another point in time. First thing I'm going to do is rearrange a little. And as you can see, we are kind of stacking up on ammo a little bit, at least handgun ammo, which is what we want.
Ah, what a touching moment we have here.
All spoiled thanks to your interruption. Why don't you do us all a favor and leave before the audience gets pissed off?
You're nothing but an extra in my script, so don't get too carried away. Your biggest scene is over.
I don't ever remember being a part of your crappy script.
Well then, why don't you show me what a first-class script is like through your own actions?
Alright, now before we move on, we're actually going to do a little bit of backtracking here. Because we're going to go back and we're going to get that broken butterfly that I told you about. So, now before you saw me go down and get all the stuff from the case down there beforehand. If you don't want to fight the enemies that's down there, you can wait and get Ashley first, and once you come back at the start of this chapter, they all the enemies in there despawn. Now right here, every one of these guys are wearing helmets, so we're not going to waste our time trying to kill all of them. It just, quite frankly, is not worth it. Because we're just trying to pass through. Now we're going to collect our treasures from this room. Which, as you can see, happens to be quite a bit of stuff in here. Now this pot right here has a knife in it, has a snake in it. So you're going to want to either get real close and knife like I did, or you're just going to want to knife twice just to take care of that. We're going to keep getting our treasures. And here we are, right back at this point. So you just make the immediate right. Kick all the doors open, because we do in fact own the place. And we're right back here. Now, we're going to go into this room. Make sure you check the door first. That way it gives you your little prompt so you can piggyback Ashley up and she will open the door and give us our gun. first, we're going to get a little bit of pesetas, a red herb, which as you know we need for our concoctions. Here is our broken butterfly, and here we get the elegant perfume bottle. So as you can see, things are kind of loaded, and we will probably also not be keeping the broken butterfly. I haven't decided yet.
Follow me.
When you're ready to leave, make sure you call Ashley. That is one thing that I did forget. But I have not decided yet if we're going to be keeping the broken butterfly. You really don't get much ammo for it, but it can come in handy in certain cases. Same exact situation. We're not gonna worry about fighting any of these guys just because they're gonna soak up ammo since we can't headshot them. And now we're actually ready to just move on to the next section of the game. Echo of the footsteps always gets me. Makes it seem like there's somebody else other than us two here. But
Wait.
we're just gonna have Ashley wait right there. She is unable to go with us in here anyway.
Wait here.
And as you can see, even though he just told her to wait, he felt the need to tell her a second time. Now we're going to move into this room, which if you don't know how to do this room can be a fairly annoying room, but I'm going to show you how to do it pretty easily, as long as things go according to plan. So to start, go over and shoot that one. And basically every time you shoot down a dragon, a chest will spawn. So now we don't have to deal with either one of those. And this gives us a free pathway until we get to the second section. Pick up our reward for killing the dragons. And there's going to be 2 zealots here. I don't know what that guy's doing. Apparently he just does not feel the need to come after me like his boss has told him. I guess he heard me talking. And in case you're wondering, that is pretty standard. You typically have invincibility frames after climbing ladders or using your kick or suplex ability. Now all we're going to do is we're going to go right towards this corner. And once that guy goes to shoot some fire, he's going to run right around. And he actually only has 1 HP, so just one quick shot and he's taken care of. So if you've ever had to do that without knowing that trick, you know that it can be a pain in the butt. You see that we have a couple of guys jumping down behind us there. And there's our ornament. And we are actually not gonna kill these guys, because what can happen is that enemies can just keep spawning as long as you keep killing them. Once we get up here, make that jump, we're good to go anyway, because they're not going to be able to catch up before we leave the room. And there you go. Piece of cake.
Wait. Follow me.
Now we're going to go ahead and save here. And this section was a little bit shorter, but we're going to go ahead and call it a day here. That way we can kind of set up for the next section. And I know that the time is a little bit off there, and I apologize for that. I promise I did not play or do anything like that. I just had something to do at my house at the moment, and just left the game sitting on the save screen, so it added a little bit of time. So I apologize for that. But I will catch you all next time, and thanks for watching.